Hello, everyone, and welcome DTL Crew. Double Trouble live, Oaklawn Park. We did it on Friday. We're going to do it again. The handle's been up. The payouts have been good. I'm Frank Scatoni. Thank you for joining us, everyone. I am with my partner in crime,
Ciaran Thornton. Yeah, thank you for having us, guys. I mean, great racing for this time of the year. I'm glad we stumbled across Oaklawn, Frank, and especially their low takeout, high minimum bets here. I'm liking having some action while we wait for Santa Anita to roll around.
We were joking the other day that the last time we both played Oaklawn was in the NHC, and we were in a ballroom of 500 people. And every time I hear someone, like a group of people just start cheering, I look up at Oaklawn and there's like a 30-1 coming in. Yep. And there's been some bombs today. There were some bombs yesterday. I don't know if we'll find any super bombs in these last three races. I think there are some sneaky horses, but I also think the logical horses are legit. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's recap what's going on here. For those who are just joining us, Ciaran, why don't you tell our new listeners about these low takeout wagers and what we're all about?
Oh, yeah. I mean, so Oaklawn's rolled out a 15% low takeout pick three for $3. So there's two things we want. We want higher prices and low takeouts. And you're like, why does that matter? Because it kind of keeps the robots a little bit out of the system and gives us a much more level playing field, as much as we could, dealing with computer programs that have every possible combination. And we can actually see what's going on, especially with the double. Will pays in and out, and we can kind of get an idea where they're leaning.
And when we get to the double after the first leg of the pick three, the new watchers will see exactly what we're talking about, looking at probable pays, trying to find value. You mentioned the robot players, the computer teams. They do not have the same advantage in these higher minimum low takeout pools as they do in the exactas and the trifectas. And it's very simple. They can play these wagers. They're allowed to, and that's fine, but they have to be right. The other pools, they don't have to be right. They can set the market. This market is too expensive to set, thereby giving our handicapping a square chance against their computer models. Yeah, and I'm okay with that.
Look at the pick three on Friday. That paid $7.25, and I think when we went through and did the win parlay, it should have only paid about $500 if you'd done it that way. So you ended up they were wrong, as were we. You know what I mean? So I mean, when you're wrong and they're wrong, you get paid a little bit more than what you would.
They actually have to play it like normal horse players because they can't flood the market the same way they can with the other wages with 50-cent minimum. And all that kind of stuff. But, we're not here to talk about the computers. We're here to talk about us. Before we get into this pick three, Ciaran, let me just roll through the comments real quick. Always like to welcome everyone who's joining us. What is the new look, Ciaran?
Well, the kids.
Someone said he's in his Harry Potter wizard look. I thought he was an Ewok.
No, it's my tracksuit. The kids bought it from Irish Mafia, is what they said. So
yeah.
My Irish Mafia pants? So, yeah, the kids were like, I got to put it on. So the kids got it.
You have the matching pants there, Ciaran? Is that like a whole?
Oh, yeah. Yep, matching
pants.
We got to
see the whole outfit, man. Step back. Oh!
Yeah. We got the gold along the side and everything. So bring us some Irish luck today, hopefully.
I love it. It looks really comfortable, too. So,
well, it would be if we were actually at Oaklawn or Turfway Park, but, San Diego's the hottest place in the country right now. It's like summer weather out here. My word, 80s and 90s this week.
I love it. Changing the look up a little bit. I'm wearing the same jacket I've been wearing since I've been hitting and winning every show. But forget it. Every show's a new show. Stephen D, thanks for joining us, man. Good afternoon, DTL Crew. Let's go. That's right. Let's go. David Nemeth. All right, David. Welcome. Hey, guys. All right. Thank you for joining us. Jeff, regular listener here. Hey, guys. Watch Pats fold up like a cheap suit. Time to win some money. That's right. Time to win some money. I did not pay attention to any football today because I don't like to get distracted when we're doing a show because Ciaran and I are all about the horses all the time. Yep. Let's get to it, man. I thought this sequence, like I said before, could produce a couple of fuzzy horses, but I also thought the logical ones were pretty solid. So I was trying to be a little clever with the structure of my bets, but let's start with you, Ciaran. This is a $25,000 starter. actually, first things first, I don't know if any of you guys checked the scratches out there, but the 2, the 4, and the 6 are out of this race. The 9 was originally scratched earlier in the day, but I guess before the wagering opened, they are allowing the horse to run. It was a mistake. So the 9 is in. If you guys have the 9 is scratched, the 9 is not scratched. Now, I don't think either one of us care to use the 9 anyway, so it's a moot point for us. But tell us about this race, man. How are we getting paid? How are we starting it off?
I mean, I'm just – it could go a bunch of different ways, and I kind of tossed some of the – if you've been watching, the stats we showed earlier, and we could probably throw the stats up there, are really playing out. You want to be close. You want to be close, especially on the sprints. Stalky, kind of close, early speed. You do not want to be on the inside, as we've been seeing, Frank. Like all these horses coming, from the outside are winning left and right now. So I kind of went with that on my ticket. So I ended up going 10, 11, 12. 10 here, Strike Ridge. Won 3 in a row, 4 of the last 5. And it's kind of along the lines of that price horse you found on Friday. Check out the weight. We're getting in super light here. So why? What's the deal? We're getting in 10-pound weight break on the number 10 in this race.
115, yeah. You're really light. That's a 4-year-old.
Yeah, and I looked at the conditions like it did before. Like, they've got all that stuff. 3 pounds for certain age groups, and then if you hadn't won by September, you get an extra weight break. So they took advantage of every little ounce of weight for this 1 mile race here. So I thought that could be key. We saw that, on Friday where that horse was, that weight was the whole difference. And that, I think it was number 2, right? That ended up.
Yeah, it was 2. It was a Kenny McPeak 3-year-old who was in at 114. And there was a horse that had dead aim who was carrying like 122 and just could never get there because of that break. That is so significant. People don't, usually they say 1 pound equal, 5 pounds equals 1 length. So that's pretty significant, a length head start, And
look who's riding, Ramon, leading. I mean, I think I read a stat where up and into yesterday, he was the leading jockey at 2 tracks now. I mean, you don't see that too often.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think he's leading jockey.
Not wherever he came from.
And then Remington, I think it ends. Is it this weekend or next weekend? And he's the leading jockey there too. So
that's hysterical. That's a good stat. I like it. Yeah, he's riding well. This is his meet. I mean, this is his meet. He's been leading rider there before. What did I had to toss. I mean, you're probably using the 8, and I looked really hard at using the 8 as well. But when I was looking through, I was like, what? I'll bounce back with the double. Let me see if I can get somewhat of a price in this first leg. And I thought, number 8 hasn't won since April. Probably win now, the fact that I said that. But I ended up jumping off that one. My only concern with my 10, 11, 12 is I'm hoping my 3 horses don't wear each other out. And someone ends up swooping in. Because we got the 11 here. We'll hound the inside horse all the way. 10, I think, needs to go to the lead and just clear. And, hope that weight break takes it the whole way around. 11's probably going to be right up there. Jockey's 0 for 16 for the trainer, though. And then Empire Builder, up in class, and won 1 of the last 3. So, I mean, I went a little skinny in here because I felt I had to spread a little bit in the next leg, kind of-ish. Okay. Well, before we get to the next leg, let me just put up my plays. Then I want to run through what other people like, and then we'll start looking at the board. So my A's in here are the 7, 8, and 10. So we both agree on the 10. That's an A pick for both of us. As you can see, my second ticket, I basically went all. I didn't originally go all. I had these horses, these numbers, but all my X's were scratched. So essentially, I have the all ball in here. So I'm going to have the 7, 8, and 10 twice if I get out of this leg with those 3 horses. If not, I'm covered everywhere else. I had a really hard time with this race.
Well, on your secondary ticket, Frank, let me jump ahead to the last race because I have a bomb in that race that I think you might possibly consider on your ticket.
Okay, sure.
And that is the number 8. Up on the edge, 12-1, and we're getting another huge weight break on this horse, 10 pounds. And the reason I liked it, the trainer I compared Jacobson's, the trainer, He reminds me a lot of the stuff Miotti does. You know how Miotti out here in California would use the bug boy and you squeeze every ounce of, weight at the right time.
Yep.
Jacobson claimed this horse, ups in class. He owns the horse. He bought this horse himself and lost last out going longer. Trainer owns. Works were so slow that I thought it was suspicious, if that makes sense. Miotti kind of does that too, where you look at the works, you're like, there's no way he claimed this horse. He owns it. He's upping it in class, and these works are legit works. So I thought the 8 was very sneaky in the last race.
Okay. I have a question mark next to the 8. That apprentice jockey, by the way, Ciaran, won earlier today. So
there we go.
Got his first win today, and it was at Oaklawn Park. So congrats to him. I looked at the horse. I ultimately decided that I like 2 other horses better and 1 horse better than all of them. And I'll just show that real quick. I have the 6 singled on my get out of this race ticket. And then I also used the 12 who used. So basically, if you're playing a spread ticket without picks, it's 6, 8, 12, right?
Yes.
In the last race.
I mean, I looked at that 6 really hard, but I had to, again, I didn't want my ticket to get crazy. And the reason I jumped off, I think Torres is the jockey on the 6. And he's a great jockey, but he is ice cold right now.
He won 2 races today. He won 2 races.
There you go. So he's off his
he's over in the program, but he won 2 races today because I checked. Okay. Believe me, I made sure to look because I had the same thought as you.
So that might be one. My double, you showed my double. I even messaged you yesterday, Frank. I was almost going to go. I threw that double out there. I may absolutely change it when we start looking at the will pays and change it up a little bit. I just want to see what they are.
We have 9 minutes. I'm going to look at the board real quick. But first, Johnny Banks, thanks for joining us. He likes the 12, 8, and 3 in this leg to start things off. I have all. So I'm with you, man. Scurvy Tooth. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Scurvy, for joining. Yep, another apprentice won today. Was that the Amanda Poston Bomaroo? Saw that. Welcome to Sunday service. Yes, the one was the odds-on fave. The Mendoza horse was on an odds-on fave, but the Bug Boy did what he was supposed to do. Real quick here on, and then we're going to go to the tote. Here's Johnny Banks' play, $3 pick 3, 12, 8, 3 with 6, 8 with 12, 6, 8. Okay, so I think we're very similar on a lot of them. Ciaran, who are you're the outside here, right? 10, 11, 12. So.
Yeah, 10, 11, 12. I did look at the 8 a lot. I might regret not throwing it in, but again, it was one of those things. I like the other ones a little bit more, and I'm just going to have to live with it. I can come back and fire away at the double.
Yeah, well, that was kind of my strategy. If you see what I did, let me tell my strategy real quick, and then let's look at the tote. I use my A's here, 7, 8, 10, with my A's in the next, and then with my A. That's like my caveman ticket. And then this was my get out spread here in case something crazy happens. And then I feel pretty good about the 2 and the 6 and then the 6 in the next leg. So that was kind of my strategy. But what Ciaran said, and we
don't have the 3 in the next leg, do you? Because that's actually on my double. I really like the 3 in race 9. And I jumped off I have the 2 on a as my spready ticket, but Candy talking, Ramon's on for Maker, but Saez won on that horse last out and went to the 3. So I think the 3 is the more live horse, I think, in the next leg, race 9.
Yeah, the 3 has a shot, could wire the field. I was a little concerned about the class, but so the strategy here, which Ciaran mentioned, let's see what happens in this leg, and then we can come back and fire away in the double, either press up on the short combos or, play some bombaroos.
Well, we actually should look at We should look and see what the probables and the will pays are going into this race. Let's see who's
the board. The 11 is the favorite, 5-2 off a 6-1 morning line.
So pick 3 into this race. We're looking at 11 is actually 12 is the favorite, paying $43. 11 is second favorite at $49, and 10. Oh, actually, third favorite is the 8 at $65. Fourth is the 10. So, it's essentially our picks on our tickets. 8, 10, 11, 12 is on the pick 3. And the double looks like 12 is overwhelming favorite, $20 will pay. Next up is the 8 at 30. Then we got 11 at 32 and 10 at $50.
Yeah, I have the 7, and the 7's is a good price. The 8 and the 10. I'm just looking at the win pool here. The 11 is taking the money, 5-2. Let's look at the probables into the next, Ciaran, so we know what we're dealing with. So I have the double probables up. Why don't we run through your combos first? You have the 10, 11, 12. To who do you have in the next? I know you have the 3, right?
I've got 2, 3, 5, 7, 8.
All right. So I'll just start with I'll start with the 11 because the 11 is the favorite here. So the 11 to the 2 is $22. The 11 to the 3 is 46. These are for $1, by the way. Okay.
Yep.
The favorite is the 5, 13. Who else do you have?
I've got 7 and 8.
Okay, the 11 to the 7 is 65, and to the 8 is 35. So right now, the 5 is the presumptive favorite in the next leg, and then the 2 and the 6 are co-second choices. Do either of us? Do you have the 6 in the next leg? I don't think you do.
I do not. I did not use the 6. I mean, I tossed at Counting Stars, drops in class, flopped in a stakes race, and I think my notes were jockey was winless. I got to see which jockey. Julian was not one for this. I think that's this. Caroline, yeah.
Actually, 2 and the 6 are my top choices in the next leg. I have the 5 on my spready one. Interesting. Who's the 5?
I actually think I might come back with a little skinny ticket here because I did debate doing the 3 or the 8 in here. So I might just do a skinny pick 3 now using the 8 with 3. Actually, I'm going to do the math here. Let me see what that would cost.
All right. While you're doing that,
spend away my profits, if you know what I mean. Especially if it's a fan victory.
Jesus and Mary Chain. Excellent, excellent band. Big fan. I'm wearing another band shirt today. I don't know if anybody knows. Luna, Dean Wareham. Excellent band. Kind of shoegazy, but also very quirky for all you music fans out there. Thank you, Scurvy Tooth. Always love talking music. Anybody got some plays out there for us? Let's go. I know Dan H has got something cooking. Johnny Banks already shared his. He's 3-8-12 in this leg. Let's see who we're all going to root for. When you're ready, Ciaran, tell me.
I think I'm just going to do a skinny one. I'm going to go 8 with 3-7-8 with 8-12. So I got some prices. Top pick on a price, in the second 2 legs.
8 with 3-7-8 with 8-12.
Yep.
So that's 3 times 2 is 6 times 3 is 18. Total, right? I got that right?
Yeah. I'm doing it now, so that sounds about right.
All right, let me add the banner, and I will put that up. This is Ciaran's in-the-moment, real-time information play.
Yeah, when you're using it, I had it on my list. I was trying to make my ticket a little, so I'm like, you know what? Let's try it, and at least I'll go with. I really like the 3 in the next leg, and I really like the 12 in the last leg, and then I've got my price in each leg. If I catch something.
I will say that I actually, after I went through the scratches, I went back and looked at everything again, and I was looking at optics, and I looked at the plot for that race 9, and I was like, who's the 3? Because the 3 looked very, very good on the plot, and then I was like, oh, darn, I don't have let me look at my notes, and here's my notes on that horse, and I could totally be wrong. I said, number 3, Glazing Fury, broke the maiden, wiring horses, cheaper horses, a claimer on a muddy track. I was like, I don't think this horse is going to be able to wire the field, but I could be totally wrong.
What I said here was Saez stays here versus staying on the 2. 1 easily last out at the distance. 2nd power, and then I went early speed. We'll try to wire, and that's the profile. Jockeys 3 for 8 for the trainer, and 5 of 8 in the money for a nice profit. So when Saez rides for this trainer, the horse is usually pretty live. It's right around the wire, and I like seeing that. Especially when when you're looking for a reason to really like a horse, and that's why I ended up putting the 3 on top.
Yeah, I mean, he won with this horse last time, so I'm not surprised he stuck with the horse. And yeah, I mean that was a nice race, but I want her to come back and prove it to me. now facing stakes foes. There's other speed in the race. And that was a muddy track, you know. I mean, we don't know how her races before that were terrible on fast tracks. But again, this is why we do the show.
Well, the
I am
races
not going to
before
use
were
that
on
horse.
turf
I'll let
too.
that horse beat me.
That last race was the first race on dirt, and that was the best race it had. The other races were on turf.
Right. But it was a muddy sealed track. I mean, those play more like turf races to me. But anyway, we'll see. That's the beauty of it. What do you got, guys? Let's go. There's a couple of minutes to post here. Who are we rooting for? Stop watching the National Fake League. Let's go where the money's at.
Yep.
You can read the Hollywood scripts later.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I think last year was.
Did Phillip Rivers win today? I don't even want to know.
No, I think his game starts now. I mean, he should have been. I mean, he'll be in the Hall of Fame, but now him coming back, I believe it delays another 5 years. But he should have had that's the one quarterback that was absolutely deserving of a Super Bowl, and the Chargers messed that so much. I mean,
Ciaran,
they had the best team, and they fired Schottenheimer because he went 14-2 and lost in the playoffs, and that was it. Charger curse since then.
I was thinking the exact same thing yesterday because I really liked Phillip Rivers.
Oh no, they had him, LaDainian Tomlinson, all the wide receivers, all peak form, and they just threw it all away, bringing. Yeah,
who was that tight end? They had the best tight end in football. I forget his name. The guy was a beast. Antonio Gates. The guy was a monster. No, he deserved better than the Chargers. Any other team, he probably would have won a Super Bowl. But that organization is just kiss of death.
Yep. I used to be a fan. I won't be a fan until they sell that franchise. But I mean, even now, the NFL is almost unwatchable, I think.
It is unwatchable. Absolutely unwatchable. Oh, this is funny. We got some inside info. Johnny Banks, health insurance for the kids. That's why he came back. Interesting.
I think they're pretty well taken care of with their retirement pensions and all the nonsense they get.
I don't know how it goes. But here, yes, Galaxy 500. That's right. That was Dean Wareham's first band. Scurvitude. Right. We're kindred spirits here.
Here we go. I mean, we're looking at 11 and 12, 5-2 here as the gates, as they're loading in the gate.
Yeah, they're loading here.
And the pool money, we're looking at not a whole lot separating either one. So let's see which one the robots bless after the gates open.
109. Let's see how much in the win pool right now. 72,000.
72. Let's see where that goes up. I say it'll go up to like 150.
All right, they're off. Good luck, everybody. Let's get out of this leg.
Strike Bridge, a length and a half back to alternate reality Papa Yo. There's 6 clear of Hess, and Dr. Storm has been out sprinted early, but at least he has a fast pace to chase. It's Gewürztraminer on the lead, 3 parts of a length here. Empire Builder still pressing from the outside. American Law gets the good setup here, third off the top pair. A gap of 2 to Happy Strike. Strike Ridge to the outside as they go into the far turn. Alternate reality scrubbed upon. He's 7 from the lead here. Papa Yo losing position. He joins Hess and Dr. Storm, who's still the trailer as they run.
Oh my God! I didn't use that horse on my all because that's the one I said was scratched.
Oh, that's the one that got in, right?
That was the one that was scratched and re-entered.
Yep.
Oh my God! That should be a freaking refund for everybody. Wow! Equibase number 9, American Law, 12:14 p.m. Eastern Time. Scratched trainer, 1:04 p.m. will run. Previously reported as scratched. Look at this. I have every freaking horse. I said I went all, right? but I put the numbers down instead. I should have just hit the all button. Oh my God, that is dirty pool. Dirty pool. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
But you still look post 9. You got to be outside.
That horse should have been running for purse money only.
But Dr. Storm, that was a pretty smart ride by that jockey on on Dr. Storm, going so wide out into the turn, and then that's where you want to be, on the outside coming down that stretch.
Yeah, that's the only way you can win from the inside is get off the rail, right?
Yep.
Oh my God, I'm not happy about that. I am not happy about that.
Well, that's our boy Torres now. That's his 3rd win today, so he's off the offer now finally. And even my notes were, this jockey's ice cold, but he's a good jockey. When's he going to actually wake up? I guess we found that out.
Yeah, Torres you talking about? That's 3 races today.
Yep.
Wow, that's... I debated. I said I should just type all, but I cut and pasted from my Word document where I had listed all the numbers. I mean, in fairness, I didn't like the 9. The only reason I would have used the 9 is because
he went
I
off at
went all.
He went off at 20-1, so the money's going to be firing away at the double now. What did that pick 3 pool end up? Can you tell?
Hold on, let me mute this here. I have 13-1.
I'm showing 20. Did it drop?
No, you might be right. Sometimes, ExpressBet takes a while to update. Let's see. Did anybody have that horse? Anybody? No, I have 11-1 now.
No, 11
more.
Yeah, 11-1 now, indeed. Wow.
Off a 20-1 morning line, the horse was scratched. Scratched. That's just a bad look. That is a bad look.
That reminds me of the Breeders' Cup at Del Mar. What was that horse? The final race on Friday, a couple of years ago, when they
Modern Romance.
They had it run for money only, and everyone got screwed up. I thought that's the only time I ever heard booing at Del Mar, like loud booing.
Every jurisdiction, if a horse is listed as accidentally scratched,
you're supposed to get it. You get it in your ticket, don't you?
They either scratch the horse or the horse runs for purse money only. Not involved in the wagering at all. Should not have been involved in the wagering.
Does he know someone?
Who?
The trainer or the owners.
Wow, that really stings, because all I had to do was just type all instead of that. But you know what? I'm not going to think about it. We're doing a show.
Onward we go. On to the next race.
That's right. On to the next one. Now we have some serious things to do. Who are you peoples?
So
we are the peoples who give out winners.
What did you show as the pool for the pick 3 today?
Let me look. Let's look at the will pays. No. Pick 3. I don't think I have access to that because I only get to see it in the last race.
Oh, okay.
The pick 3 pool heading into that race, the double was 28,000 and the pick 3 was 20,000, but that's for race. That was for that race.
You think we should? I know the reasons for some of it, but everything just is such a bad look for every track. The 5 in here, Caroline. I have it on a ticket, but I was trying to beat this horse. I don't know. Maybe you talked about it too, dropping or the class level, I think is what you said about the 5 here.
Let me go. No, I didn't say anything about the 5.
Oh, okay.
Let me see who I have. I'll tell you my notes on the 5. No, that was the 3 I was talking about. My note on the 5 was cut back, should be fit, grind it out, use on spread tickets, B+, but not an A. My A's are the 2 and the 6. So let me put, you have a double, right? There's your double.
Yep.
It's going to time out, though, so let me fix that. Oh, I hate this new feature, this stupid feature. Timer off. All right. Save. Ciaran. Here's his double.
So right now, my 3 to the 8 is paying $7.92, and my 3 to the 12 is paying $2.29. And then my 5 to the what do I have? 5 to the 8 is paying $2.75. 5 to the 6 is paying $75. So that 6 is getting a lot of money in the next 8.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with my pays. This 5 here, though, you had the 5, right, Frank? Or have you decided yet what you're doing?
My A's are the 2 and the 6, and then I had a spread. My A's and B's are the 2, 5, 6, 8. So I have not decided what I'm doing just yet. I feel like I need to just be tight here because
I'm thinking the same thing. I mean, the payouts, like if we do we're assuming who's the favorite in the next leg? Looks like 12 is the favorite in the next leg. 5 to the 12 is paying $49.
Can you do me a favor? Can you tell me what the 2 to the 6 is paying?
2 to 6 is paying $110.
And the 2 to the 12?
2 to the 12 is paying $103. And 5 to the 6 is paying $76. And 5 to the 12 is paying $49.
All right. What about the
6 to the 6, Frank, is paying $57.
That's what I want, yeah.
$57, 6 to the 6, and 6 to the 12 is $66.
Okay. And this one more, Ciaran, if you don't mind. What about the 8 to the 2 and the 6? I mean 6 and the 12.
8 to 6 is $182. 8 to 12 is $118. And these are all for $5.
Yeah, I think I'll use. I don't think I'm going to use the 5. I don't think there's value there.
No, I'm actually loving what my pays are. You know, if I'm right about the 3, but maybe I might have to throw a small bet with this 2. I mean,
yeah, the 2 is pretty good value.
For the last race, you know, the horses I wrote down, I did notes on 1, 2, 6, 8, and 12. I thought the 12, Bejarano drops in class from a grade 3, outside post, sharp work. I thought legit chalk top pick in this race. Then when I started digging into the 8, I really fell in love with the 8. The 6, I already talked about my notes. The jockey was cold, but man, he's won 3 races now. Number 2, right. Luisi. Saez rides, dropped in class, flopped at Keeneland. Trainer's 0 for 11 off 2 months. And it's the trainer's actually a really good trainer, but I found it interesting. Off the layoff is his worst stat across the board. So he might be one of those trainers. Okay. Give them a run, you know, next out, perhaps, is what I thought on that. Spring Dancer, up in class, one last out going shorter. So I kind of tossed it. So I ended up just landing on 12 and 8. And if I was forced to pick another one, it would be 6, just because that jockey's doing really well right now.
So are you gonna? I pivoted, so I'm gonna put my double play up because like I said, my whole strategy was to see what happened in that first leg. So let me add my banner. Are you happy with this? Are you gonna do anything else? Are you gonna increase your denominations?
I'm getting a nice price on this 3 to the 12. So 3 to the 12 is paying 77, and I'm gonna have it 4 times. So I'm actually happy with that. And the 3 to the I'm looking at the exact pays. Hang on. Always got to toggle over. 3 to the 12 is paying 191, and I'll have it 4 times. I'm really happy with that, you know, $700-800 one. And the 3 to the 8 is paying $368. So it's paying so well that I could probably chop that $20 double in half and make it a $20, and then, you know, use that money and do a little bit of extra coverage here, depending on what the pay. So I'm going to adjust my $20 double to a $10 double now.
Okay, while you're taking your notes there, I'm going to just put up what I came up with. My top picks in this race, everybody, as mentioned, I like the 6 the best, and then I like the 2, and then I thought the 8 was a little sneaky. So you can see I weighted my doubles accordingly. I am all about the 6 and the 12 in the next race. I don't want to use anybody else. I don't care to use anybody else. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, turn the page. I go home in trouble. So you see the denominations. $10 with the 8 because that's the longer price. Those are paying much better. 20 with the 2, again, good price, paying better. But I have to come back and whack the 6 and try and have that 6 times because that combo is paying less than the others. That's how I like to play the double when I don't have, like a 6-6 combo that I really, really want to crush. I try to spread things out to maximize my opinion. While Ciaran's doing that, Kevin Doherty, thanks for joining us, Kevin. Thanks for all your support.
I like your 8, Frank, because, when I listed my horses in order for this race, I went 3 on top, 7 walk-away K. I actually liked the 7 walk-away K. I thought won the debut, trainers 31%, and I liked your 8. And the reason I probably would have put the 8 over the 7, but the reason I didn't was because Torres was kind of cold, but now he's won 3 races. So I'd probably go 3, 8, 7 as my preference in this race. I like the 8 Debbie Doll, one last out, top power. Jockey doesn't really win for this trainer a lot, but we got a jockey on a heater today, and we've seen many times when they win 2-3, they keep winning.
Well, right here, David Nemeth, thanks for joining us, Dave. He likes the 8 here as well. Should sit the perfect trip, tactical speed.
Yep.
We talked about Torres being on fire. Let me just give Kevin Doherty some kudos here. He added the 9 at the last second in the previous leg. So look at what he's alive to. He's got some really, really nice coverage. Very smart, Kevin. We'll be rooting this home. I'm going to star this comment so we can come back to it easily. Hey, Scurvy Tooth, you're right. Hit the like button and subscribe. Ciaran, say it.
Like and subscribe, guys. It's the only way we can get this YouTube algorithm to push us out there.
All right, Dan H had the 6 Gins Beach Road. That's one of my top picks, right? Oh, that's in the next leg.
All right, so Frank, I'm looking at my bet here. So my backup ticket here, I'm going to probably use. You're not using the 2 now, or you have a 2 on one of your tickets, right? I can look and see without you putting it up. Hang on.
Right there. I like the 2 a lot.
Okay, so 2 with 6 is paying $122 for $5. Okay, that's not too bad. 2 with the 8 is paying $527. I like that a lot. And 2 with the 12 is, so if I just did a $5 double, 2 with, that's kind of my get my bet back. It'll pay $15 bet. It's going to pay like 100 plus. I'm still mulling what I'm going to do. I really like the 8 and 7, but I'm trying to throw yours in. We actually got to do our ticket. What's our ticket? Which horse do you want to use in this race, Frank, actually? You might make it easier.
I think let's see. Let me look at the prices real quick. Between the 2, 6, and the 8, the 2 is 6. So 5 is the favorite at 9-5. Wow. Let's go with the 8 just because of the way the track has been playing. That's the one who I'm going to put in there.
Okay, and I'm going to insist we use the 3. So our 2 horses in this leg are going to be 3-8. So in the next race, good. I already know you're going to use the 6. So right, you're insisting on the 6 in the next leg.
Let me see, because I like the 6 and the 12. Let me see who I actually like better on my notes. 6. I like the 6 better. Yeah, Gins Beach Road.
So the 3 to the 6 is paying $321. The 8 to the 6 is paying $169, and I'm going to insist that we use the 8, the one that I talked about with the Jacobson horse. That reminds me a lot of the stuff that Miotti does. The bug boy, big weight break. He owns the horse. I think the workouts are too damn slow to actually
I say too slow to be believed.
Yes, but for all we know, at the end of the race, Frank's going to be going, there's another one of Ciaran's horses looking for an Uber ride.
No, that horse figures. David Jacobson wins a lot of claiming races. Been around a long time. I told you, if anybody wants to read one of the most fascinating and disturbing stories in the history of horse racing, Google Buddy Jacobson, David's father. Fascinating. He was one of the best trainers in New York, taught Bobby Frankel everything he knew, and then went completely insane. And it's a tragic story, but it is fascinating. Anyway, Buddy Jacobson. Ciaran, are we going to let this 5 beat us, taking all the money, 8-5?
Well, we both looked at it, and if it does beat us, well, just looking at our bet, Frank, we're doing just a $5 double, 3-8 with 6-12, right? Or do we do $10 for $40 total?
Well, let's before we decide that, Ciaran, maybe we should look at the 5 in this leg to your bomb, your price horses in the next. Because if they're paying well, we could actually include the 5.
Yeah,
I don't think we want the 5 with the 6 or the 12.
No, but the 5 to the 8, the 5 to the 8 is paying $241.
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about.
So we could just
worth considering.
We should do. I mean, we could do, and then we're actually betting the chalk, so we hope it goes down in flames. So a 5 with 8, $5, 5 with 8, and if we pull it off, it covers our bets, and we walk away with a profit on that one.
All right. So do you have it written down so I can type it in here, and then we can?
Yeah. All right. So let's do it. Let's do a $5 double, 5 with 8.
$5 double, 5, 8. Okay, for $5.
And then,
got it.
And then we're going to do a $10 double, 3-8 with 6-8.
6, 8. So that's 2 times 2. It's $40.
Yeah. So we're spending 45. We made what? I'll do the math, but we made like 160.
Yeah, 163. I think
so
last time. So
we're still ahead of the game,
This is the communal pot, the kitty. Maybe we can grow it up nice and big and, have a contest or do something fun with it. So here we go. Just make sure I got that right, Ciaran. 5-8 and then 3-8 and 6-8.
Yep.
All right. What are you guys doing out there? Dan H. 2, 3, 4, 8 doesn't think the race is a lock at all. I don't think so either.
No. This is a tough race.
I'm just surprised that the 5 is taking as much money as she is. I mean, that's significant off a 4-1 morning line. She's favored in the double.
Yeah.
She's heavily favored in the pick 3, Ciaran. 272. The next lowest is the 6 at 421. So double.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, this horse is getting hammered. Let me see what Optics has the imputed odds here. Well, yeah, according to the double, she's being overbet in the win pool. She's 8-5 or whatever she is, and she should be 5-2.
Yeah, I mean, the annoying thing about this, Frank, we've seen it so many times where this computer money somehow seems to know ahead of the game which horses are the real deal, Even I'm looking at Race Lens here. They gave the 5 a 22% chance of winning this race. And in second place, they gave the 2 at 20%, the 8 at 19.6, and the 3 at 10%. Yeah,
like to Dan's point, it's pretty competitive. I mean,
I
don't think it's all about the 5. In fact, that wasn't even our top pick. We didn't have that.
I had it on like the saver bet on the, and that's it.
Yeah, and for those who are putting their double tickets together, Dan H has some good info on the 6, who I like in the next leg, the payout leg, Gins Beach Road. He added that horse to his stable mail after the last race. The nose was slow start, traffic. Bet next out. So there you go. We might want to do that combination in extra time. So let me see, Ciaran. What are you alive to? You're starting with the 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let me just check the communal. Okay, same ones. And I have 8. Okay, so you don't have my 2 on anything.
No, and I'm actually looking here, and I might do I was just running through the numbers here. I've got 5 minutes. I was trying to see if I did a small saver bet because I chopped my original bet in half, and I was wondering if I did a 2, 3, 7, 8 with the 6. The 6 that you guys really like in the last leg. So 2 with 6 is paying 144.
Right.
3 with 6 is paying 301. Then 7 with 6 is paying 414, and 8 with 6 is 171. So I think I'm going to spend my $20 that I saved, Frank, doing 2-3-7-8 with 6. So I've got, and the pays. I mean, people are going, look at these degenerates. They're going to have every combination, every different way.
No,
but the pays
you are not me. You are. You have every horse in the race.
The pays are so good that, you know what I mean? Like the chalky chalk still gets the bet back. And if a bomb hits, it's really worth it for $5. I like the possible pays we're getting here.
So yeah, to your point about looking at the probables and whatnot, the lowest double payout probable at the moment is the 5 to the 12, and that's paying $40. I'm fine if that combo comes in. I'm fine not having it. And then next is the 5 to the 6 at $55.
Yeah, I mean, if you like the 5 to the 12, you have to. The only way to make it make sense is you got to hammer. You got to hammer it, and I'm like you. I mean, the 5 may win by 20 lengths, but I'm not confident enough on that horse to be firing away a bet like that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we all respect Dan H's opinion, super, super sharp, and we are in agreement with him that it is not just about the 5. So let's see. He has another comment. The 3 in this race really popped on the muddy track. Yeah, see, that's the thing. We talked about that because Ciaran really liked that horse, and I'm not poo-pooing his horse or talking him off. I didn't come up with that horse because I don't know how good or bad that race is. Got an easy lead on a muddy sealed track against claimers. This is a much tougher race.
The way I approached that, Frank, was I said, the jockey who rode both, which one did he pick? And, you know, we talk about it many times. We're like, in SoCal, it'll be like, well, JJ's off the Baffert onto this horse. That must mean the Baffert one sucks, and this is the one that's legit.
But here's the difference, though. He won with this horse. You have an obligation to stick with the horse that you won on. If he had won on both of them and chose this one, I would say 100% that's significant. But you kind of have to stick with the horse that you won with. That's kind of like an unwritten rule.
He lost on the line with the 2. I mean, at least you're getting Ramon. You know what I mean? So it's not like you're getting a throwaway jockey here either. Yeah.
I mean, if anything, Ciaran, I mean, if I were you, if you really like the 3 a lot, the horse is 8-1. You could bet some, win money on the horse.
I might throw some win money at it.
Yeah, I mean, Dan, are you going to use the 3? I decided not to use the 3, and I'll congratulate Ciaran if this horse wins, and I'll say I was wrong. But I'm not using the 3. I'll go back to Scurvy Tooth, hit the like button and subscribe. All right, we're getting close to post time here. Any plays that we're rooting for? Let me go back to Kevin Doherty's. I hope I'm saying that right, Kevin. So we need to root for the 2-3-6 here for him. And we have all the I like the 2, you like the 3, and we're both like the 6. So yeah, let's get one of those home. That'd be nice. So good luck, Kevin. This could be very nice, especially with that big number in the first race. I'm going to put up the communal ticket. What do we got here? Man, there's a lot of time between races at Oaklawn.
Yeah, we're going to have to change it from the Gulfstream drag to the Oaklawn drag.
I know. We're just going to have to come on and do the double. I mean, geez, they really take their time there. But you know what? Let's see what the double pool is, Ciaran. Let's see what they're up to.
Yeah. What are we at?
Pools, exotic. No, I got to go to will pay. No, probables, double. 69,000. Well, you want to see what they did last year, just as an FYI. And remember, the CAWs are in this pool, so it could get hit late. But I don't think it'll hit
79.7 last year, Frank.
Okay, I think we'll get there.
I mean, the way they've been. I mean, that first leg, we've talked about it before. When you get chaos like they did in the pick 3, the first leg, people are going to come back and fire away at the double. I mean, they've done a great job at Oaklawn, the racing secretary, drawing up the races to make these pools jump.
Oh, they're tough races. They're very tough races. But that's Oaklawn. Oaklawn usually has a lot of tough races because you have horses from all different circuits. As we've seen, Peter Miller from California brought 21 horses there. So you got California trainers, you got trainers from all over. But what I like the best is that they card. We haven't seen it. We've actually had some good quality races, but they do card a lot of races for hard-knocking claimers. And I love those races because you have a lot of form to go on. You can you have a good idea of where the horses belong and where they don't. So I really like that.
Some of these 2-year-olds have been my nemesis out here. You know what I mean? They're hard enough in California.
Right.
When I don't know a whole lot, around the country, they're even worse.
I agree with Ciaran. I agree. Well, on Friday we had 2-year-old Arkansas breds.
Yeah. Well, I made sure today when I was looking through not to do the mistake I made on Friday and read the damn conditions and look at the weight breaks. That's the first thing I went through today, and I was like, oh, there's 2 of them with huge weight breaks.
I knew you would. And one of them was scratched because I liked one of them. Did you see in the first leg there was a horse who was getting in at 114, and I was like, this horse is sneaky, but scratched. So what are you gonna do?
Yep.
7-5 on the 5 as they go to the gate. I think that is crazy.
Let's see if the
83,000 in a double pull, Ciaran. Let's get it to 100.
Well, at least we're out of this. We've got almost every damn horse there is. So,
but not every horse.
No, I mean, if one of the horses we don't have wins, it's not a horse we were going to have anyway. So,
all right, they're ready to go. Good luck, everyone. I'm going to do math. They're ready to go. Oh no, someone flipped or something. Something happened. Jockey off. Stand by.
Delay here into the running of this race. That's
Who is it?
The 3.
Unseated the rider.
Unbelievable. I've said it many times. I said, hopefully I was going to bring some luck of the Irish, and I said it many times. You never hear them say good luck of the Irish. It's
You're right. I always say, Ciaran, oh, luck of the Irish. No, there's the bad luck too. Well, yeah, I hope they scratch the horse. You never want to see a horse dump the jock behind the gate and then, race. Huge disadvantage.
Although the amount of times, Frank, I've seen that happen, and I've had time, and I'm like, you know what? I'm taking my money off, and then the horse pops the gate and doesn't look back.
I've seen that maybe once out of 100 times. I always cancel those tickets. But
hey,
anyway,
Frank, the double pool, 102,000.
Yeah, now it's going to keep going up because we got a delay
50%,
here.
50%. Hey, DTL Crew, we're bringing the money from elsewhere. That's a 50. Oh, it's up to 123 now. They're looking at a double. Well, there goes my big place. My 3 is down. Down goes 3.
Did they scratch the 3?
Yeah, they're scratched.
Okay. Well, they're going to have to reload. I'm going to go through some comments. Jeff loves these saver bets. Great strategies. Thank you, Jeff. That's what the show's about. Like, we can handicap till the cows come home. You got to bet your opinions correctly and make money. This is a wagering game, not a selection game. David Nemeth, 268 here on the same horses. Good luck, David. Let's go 8. Yeah, Debbie, what's her name? Debbie Dahl? Surprised she's so big on the tote here. 8-1. That's shocking to me. I don't have the 3 is scratched. Oh, yeah, 3 is scratched. Okay.
I heard them say it over there.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, Nick Sievers, thanks for joining us, my man. I saw on X you did okay in some tournaments the last couple of days, so congrats to you, my friend. 8-9 with the 6. Who's the 9? Ciaran, we did not talk about the 9.
Grace is free, huh?
Anything? Any notes? Let me look at my notes.
I do not have any notes on that horse. I'm actually going to, because I had one of my bigger bets scratch, I think I'm going to go with 2, 6, 7, 8 into the 12.
Nick, my comment on that 9 was outclassed, but I know you use optics a lot. Did you come up with that through optics? I might have considered it and then decided it was a class issue.
So
tell us why you like that horse.
I mean, it won the debut.
At Canterbury.
Yeah. And there's not a whole lot. This race has only been raced 3 times, so there's not a whole lot of info to go off it. I mean, you can say it's got the right post for the track profile.
That is true. I mean, some excuses in that last race, according to the optics, the great trip notes that optics provides. And that debut race was pretty good. But you're right, Ciaran. I mean, it's really about the track profile, right? That horse is going to sit the perfect trip on the best part of the track.
Yep.
I'm still not using, but good luck, Nick. Scurvy Tooth. Oh, Cold 612 double. Love it. Love both those horses. Dan H. firing away. 3 with 612. 3 scratch now, so.
Yeah.
6 with 6. Okay.
I really like, my bombers in here are 7-8. I mean, you're on the 8 as well, Frank, but I like the 7 as well. Won the debut.
Ciaran, you've talked about every horse in the race. Stop.
I know.
Stop.
I didn't talk about the 9. Yep.
Let me roll through the comments. Nick made a mistake. He did not like the 9. He liked the 6 and the 8. Same thing. The 8 coming from Ravelli Farm, 2-year-old suspicious. Well, yeah, I mean, maybe he doesn't have a license out here or something. Yeah, the Ravelli Barn. We all like the 8, though. We can talk. We can talk about the 8 because we like the 8 and we're using the 8.
They're off.
Oh, they're off. All right. Good luck, everybody. Thanks, Ciaran.
Caroline prominent early. Looks like she's going to take back here. Front running up on the pace. Here comes Grace is Free. Debbie Doll in the mix as well. Debbie Doll emerges, grabs a short lead here from Grace is Free and front running to the outside. Gap of 3 to another trio who line up. Caroline, Counting Stars, and Walk Away K, who's 3 wide. Another 2 lengths back to Victory Music. Candy Talkin' shuffled to the back of the field. Hard ridden with Run and Hora at the rear as they round the far turn. Debbie Doll neck in front. Grace is Free, turning up the pressure. Front running 3 wide on the course, approaching the top of the lane here. They're 2 lengths clear of Walk Away K, who's creeping in from 4th. Counting Stars behind the leaders, tipping into the 2 path. Victory Music is trying to come on, is going to get to the outside, is 5 or 6 wide off the turn as they come down the lane. Debbie Doll calls it a day. Here comes Walk Away K, the Arkansas bred, and Counting Stars finds room and punches to the lead. Victory Music into 3rd, but is tiring a bit, and it's Counting Stars in front. Counting Stars kicking away from the competition. Counting Stars, Francisco Arrieta to win the inaugural Astral Spa overnight. Walk Away K was 2nd, Victory Music 3rd, Grace is Free was 4th.
All right, it's easy when you're good. Let's see. Oh, I'm so mad about that first leg of the pick 3. All right, where do we got here? Ciaran,
No, that one's done. First one's done.
Frank, $20. No, the 6 I had, right? $30 to start with the 6 and the communal ticket. Done up. Ciaran, you lose again.
How do I lose?
You're not alive on anything.
Yeah, I am. What are you talking about? Scroll back. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, my apologies. I thought I had it in my head that the 2 won because I was watching the 2 the whole time because the 2 made that wide sweeping move. But yes, okay, and you got the 8-12. Nice. So we're both alive to the 12. You're alive to the 8, and I'm alive to the 6.
Our community bet is down though.
Yeah, that's donezo. Well, that was my bad because you gave me a choice, and I was deciding between the 6 and the 8, and I went with the better price. So, but that's okay. We'll see what these are paying. I think a lot of our crew are alive, so that's really, really good. This is funny. Ciaran, for a second there, did you think the 9 was going to win, the one that we poo-pooed from Canterbury?
No, I actually played the way I thought. I was hoping the 7 would scoot away a little bit more, but I saw the 2 just perfectly, you know what I mean? I just saw the 2 doing what the 2 did, wide out and then run them down in the stretch.
Yeah, I'm with you, Nick. For a second, I thought the 9 was going to win, seeing the perfect outside trip.
But the 5 was nowhere, right?
5 was a donkey?
Yeah, that was, I mean, we were right when tossing it, but we ended up doing saber bets with it, but still.
Oh, was that an Honor AP who won? That was. All right. BF Productions, is that also Leah? Because I know Leah loves Honor. Oh, no. Does she love Honor AP or Honor Code? I forget. But anyway, thanks, BF Productions. Congrats, Scurvy Tooth. Quoting songs. I love it. Nick had the 9 peg for a while. Yes, that's true. 5 was nowhere, man. The computers were wrong.
Yep, very
wrong. That's why these pools are good.
Yep. I mean, you had to do a bet because they're rarely wrong. I'd say they're probably right 90% of the time, but when they're wrong, I think the pays are going to be good.
I disagree with you. I don't think they're not right 90% of the time in these high minimum, low takeout wagers. They're right in the exacta pools because they can bully everybody.
Well, more times than not, when we see horses getting a lot of this money, we're like, ooh, you know, what are we missing here? You know, what do they know?
Their model was wrong. Their model was wrong.
So they're probably going to ravage the exacta and trifecta pools in this race, trying to get their money back.
LD in the house. Oh, Larry, we talked about this. Both Ciaran and I would both love to go to Oaklawn. That's on my bucket list. One of the few tracks in America that I really, really, I haven't been to and I really want to go to. Yeah, you think maybe Little Red Feather can sponsor us? You can Gold Phoenix race on the dirt, Ciaran?
No. He's got a full schedule next year.
Can he run what is the handicap race, the Razorback or something? Can he enter the Razorback?
Yeah.
Nick, a little information.
Race close to home, and then some excursions to Kentucky Derby weekend and Saratoga's big race weekend in June. All right, so we're official now. Let's look at the will pays. Let's see where the money was hiding, Frank.
All right.
What do you want to start with? Pick 4? Oh, there's no pick 5 today?
I'll start with the double. Hey, Lee, I'm glad it was you. Good guess on my part. Thanks for joining us. Love having you. You know that. But one second, Ciaran. Froggy Mushroom, do you live in Hot Springs? Because if we come visit, we will hit you up. Thanks for we would love to go. So let me, Ciaran, let me just put your bet up first. Okay, so now we can look at the will pays. Go ahead, fire away.
Looks like the 12 is favorite at $66, and the 6 is just right behind at $67.50. And then we just start. It's essentially a 2-horse race according to the will pays and the double, Frank. It starts going up from there. Pick 3, we're looking at, wow, this is some payouts for the pick 3, Frank. The pick 3 into the 6 is paying $1,600. The pick 3 into the 12 is $980. So the 12 was dominant favorite in the pick 3. Pick 4, 12 is the dominant favorite, $11.66, and the 6 is $21.11, and then it just starts going exponentially high.
I have pick 5 payouts.
Oh, no, mine just for some reason it wasn't there, and now it popped up. So I don't know what was going on there.
Ciaran.
Pick 5, $1,900 for 12, 30, actually $1,900 for 12, and then we've got the 5, 6, the 4, 5, 6, and 2, and 14 about the same at $3,600.
But it looks like the 12 is a pretty strong fave in all the pools.
Strong favorite across the board, and even on the pick 6 is kind of low.
No, they're paying 4 and 6 because nobody used nobody used the scratched horse that still ran.
What's interesting is the pools have been pretty low. They've been having carryovers. The robots don't seem to be hitting that. What is it, $2 this bet, or is it?
Yeah, they don't play they don't play the pick 6 pretty much anywhere. It's $2 except for California, and even that's dead. The pick 6 used to be such a great bet out here. I would not go by the pick 6 pool at all because look, I mean, most of these are paying 4 of 6, and the 9 and the 12 are paying 5 of 6. So, I mean, you can't use that info. You want to guess what the double pool closed at?
When we were at 123, I have to say we probably went 150. Did we get a double, 100%?
Ding, 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 ding. 149.
Oh, so 100% over last year. There we go, guys. We doubled the pool. There we go.
Now, how about this, though? The pick 3 was only 119.
Really?
What was it last year?
Pick 3 last year. I mean, it's up over last year. I know that. Pick 3 last year was 81,000, Frank.
Up again.
So
DTL Crew.
Yeah, I mean, that's healthy. I mean, we're cheering for it, not just because we're doing the show, but when these tracks start looking at the jump in their pools, when they do these player friendly, and it's good media for them. It's positive media. Hey guys, we're listening to you guys. We're giving you low takeouts and higher minimum bets. So
all right, we have some time. Let me roll through some comments. Froggy Mushroom is in Little Rock. All right, awesome. Nick Seaver is going to have a 2-day. Yes. Pick 6 carryover come Friday. $1 pick 6 at Oaklawn, Nick is saying. But that's weird. I think my ADW is showing $2. They're showing a $2 payout, but wow. And the lady who gives the picks on 9. Well, how nice for her. The horse that was scratched and re-entered. But yeah, I mean, good for people who, were able to take advantage of that bizarre situation. We have moved onward and upward. Let me look at the imputed doubles. According to optics, the 12. Oh wait, hold on. Let me redo this based on. I just want to see just how hammered the live. Yeah, 2-1 double, 5-2 on the board for the 12. So that's going to come in, and then the 6, 7-2, and then 2-1 on the board. So the 6 is taking more money in the win pool than she did in the double, and the 12 is taking less. So I'm expecting those prices to flip flop come off time, based on the will pays that we saw, Ciaran, because this 12 is pretty strong favorite in all of them.
Across every pool. It was getting progressively larger as we went to the pick 3, pick 4, pick 5.
So 66. Third choice in the will pays is the 2. And that was the other one did we talk about the 2? Yeah, that was one of my other horses. But I don't think I'm alive to that horse.
No, Louisi drops out, flopped at Keeneland. That was the one we did mention it briefly. The trainer has fantastic stats except off the bench. He's 0 for 11, and I put it down to maybe he's one of those guys who gives them a spin, and then next out there is the real deal. But we've also talked about it too. It's not like back in the day where you could take your time with a horse. It's an expensive business. When you have an opportunity to win a paycheck, you take it.
I agree with you. The dynamics of the game have changed so much where if you have a horse who's coming off a long layoff, more often than not, that horse is ready to run, just because of the economics of the game. Let's do this for a second, Ciaran, because because of a couple of scratches, the 13 Sweet Music got in off the AE list, not taking any money in the win pool, but how many times have we seen the AE get in and win? So let's look at this horse and make sure we're not missing anything.
Yeah, we are, because, it was horse. I did look at it if it did get in, and then I passed. Ran on turf 5.5 last out, but before that, won 3 in a row, dominant. It was at, Canterbury and some of these low-level tracks. But the one thing we talked about, the horse has worked out twice here at Oaklawn. So on these crazy horses coming from poor tracks, I like seeing, like a Los Al horse, quarter horse coming in and working out at Del Mar.
Yeah.
And they put a best of 29 work in on December 8th. So.
And your boy Cedillo's up, and he, making the most of his limited mounts.
And he's already won for this trainer on a long shot in the last 2 months. And this trainer, 18% on the year, 21% shipping. He's 22% turf to dirt and 19% in allowance races. So, and this is also a horse outside post and will be stalking. The 3 wins on dirt, the horse was, 1, 2, 3. So it's right. It plays to the track profile. It's not a crazy one at all.
Yeah, might be worth a little $10 win bet just for fun.
Yes, just to cover
Dan has a 6-6 saver ticket, gets the money back. Oh, yeah, okay, Emily does the experts. No, Emily's great. Emily's terrific. She does amazing work for optics. Her trick notes are unbelievable. She's really sharp. So good for her. I'm not surprised she had the 9. She comes up with a lot of crazy horses, and they usually fire. So good for Emily. Anytime she wants to hop on and join and give us her picks, we're more than welcome to entertain them, because we could have used some help with that 9. I had every horse but the 9 in that race. But again, I'm going to give myself a pass just because of the scratch, no scratch situation. All right, we're alive, though. We got some money cooking here. So, Ciaran, let's see what I'm looking at, because I have a $30 double to the 6 and the 12.
Well, let's have a look here. Will pays on the 6 double 87. Oh, actually, I mean, it was not 67, it was 87.50, Frank. So you've got that 6 times, so like 520 something bucks.
And that was to
And
the
6 times on the other one, 66, like 380, something like
Okay.
that.
And then let's see what you got cooking, because you have the 8. I bet the 8's is paying really well. Let's see. Nope, wrong
677.
one. Sorry. What do you have?
677 for $5. So that'll be
That's great.
1,300. Yeah.
And then you also have the 12 twice.
Yeah. And it just
Okay.
gets the money back, essentially.
All right. Well, let me look at this 8 again, see if I have to do anything with this 8. Oh, this is your Jacobson horse. Yeah, I mean, that horse can absolutely win. I have a question mark next to the horse.
You know, and that was one of those ones I was like, I could have done the, you know, the larger bet, you know, into the 12 or into the 6 like you did, but I was like, you know what, let me just spread a little bit and see what I can get out of it.
Let's just see. Up on the edge. Oh, no, 16-1. So not really taking money in the win pool. I'm a little annoyed that I don't have the 2 in anything, because I'm looking at my notes and I have the 2. Basically, my 6-12-2 is how I saw the race. Would it have killed me to use the 2 with my top pick in the previous race? No, but I didn't. So that's on me. I just have the 6 and the 12.
That's not a bad place to be, though.
No, not a bad place to be, but I do think Louisa or Leoza, whatever the name, Leoza. I don't know how you say that.
Louisa.
A little lukewarm on the tote, but I think that horse has a chance. Okay, the money's flipping now. The 6 is up to 4-1, and the 12 is the favorite of 2-1.
Yeah.
Okay, Kentucky Smoke Show is bet in half. 15-1 on the line, 6-1 on the tote. Wow. Let's see. Anything on this one, Ciaran?
I did not have any notes on that one. No.
None at all. I mean, gonna get a good trip. Forwardly placed, gets off the rail, has tactical speed.
Cuts back.
Why not?
Cuts back a little bit. The last race, Bejarano was on at 6.5, so faded late, lost by 2.5. So I mean, it makes sense on the cutback, and the horse has a win, 1 win at the distance.
Yeah, maybe this race is a lot more wide open than I gave it credit for. Dan H, anything? Anybody? Any sneaky horses anyone's considering today? Let's see. Oh, all right. Well, happy couch shopping and surfing. Thanks for joining us, Nick. Always appreciate it, and always your insight and your contributions. Oaklawn Today Show is a little to add more to it. I don't know who is doing the Oaklawn Today Show. I know they're picked up by Fox. So the Naira crew doesn't stay. It's a long day, so I guess they don't stick around. And Dan H, yeah, Smoke Show worth a look in the exotics. Are you tempted, Ciaran? I know it's tough for you to sit there on your hands and not.
Yeah, I was just. I was like, I like a couple of prices, and I was like, but the exactas. I'm even if I toss in the 13 at 25-1 and my 17-1, I already know that if one of the chalks, the 2 or 6 wins, it'll be ravaged in the exacta pool, you know? So I don't know. Maybe I'll just do a trifecta.
Here's what I was going to say. Why don't we just look at it just in case? You know, let's just look. Give me 1 second.
We got 8 minutes. So I guess we may as well,
Yeah, may as well look at it. I mean, that's what we're here for. We might find something, some combination, but give me 1 second. I'm going to take a real sip of Rockstar that I have over there. I'll be right back. But you look at those exactas.
Yeah, I'm looking at the exacta with the 8 and the 13 is paying 612, and 13 with 8 is paying 729. And if we did 12 with 8, we're looking at 76, and 8 with 12 is 59. I mean, not horrible.
Okay. What's the 6-12 over the 2?
All right, let's have a look. See probables. 6 over the 2 is $20. 6 over the 12 is $12.
And those are for $1?
Yes.
Eh. Hey, why don't we check out the trifecta probables? Oh,
Can you
wait.
No, that's right. I was going to say, did it pop up? No, we can't.
Oh, wait, we can't do that. This is CAW country.
Yeah. And I mean, everyone's just complaining. Yeah, the CAWs own everything here. No cutoffs, no nothing. But I mean, we've not seen a dramatic drop in prices. And, Aqueduct was getting a lot of positive talk about their cutting off all the pools and whatnot. But did you hear what the caveat to that was?
No.
They can still do.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know the exact thing. Like they can still do the equivalent even after the cutoff of like 1,000 bets a minute. And they were saying when
they're supposed
to
cut off,
they still have 3 more minutes essentially to bet anyway.
Yeah, they said that they cut it off. They cut off the batch betting at 1 minute to post, and then any bet they put in after that is the same lag time as retail customer,
which is meaningless.
But if you have your computer doing it, even though it takes 3 seconds, you can still put in a significant amount of wagers.
I mean, that takes us forever just to put in one damn ticket at the machine,
punch it. Right. Their computer can still. So yeah, I mean.
And then us sitting at home, we get cut off even earlier, and we're like, nope, and the race isn't off, and we're cut off, but somehow these guys still get to send theirs in. Wow.
Yeah, I don't think that's a very good concession, to be honest with you. But at least the dialogue is happening.
I'm going to do a $10 win show, Frank, on my 8, my price horse.
Yeah,
the 8, I'm just going to do a $10 win show. And because we've seen crazy stuff happening, I'm also going to do the same thing on that 13 because we actually talked up it having a chance. You know what I mean?
I was actually just going to ask Dan H. or anybody else out there if they have anything on that also eligible who got in, anything sneaky, anything worth considering. Because, not taking any money, huge price, but, Cedillo's, he's.
Yeah. All right, so there's my DGen bet, Frank. Oh, win who? That should be win show. Win who?
Win who? Here, let me get rid of the 10-second thing for you. I got to figure out how to make a default timer off because this is so annoying. Save. Ciaran's the gen bet. So I believe they don't run again until Friday, right? So we'll be back with our next show will be on Friday, right, Ciaran?
Yes, that's the plan, I believe.
All right. Anybody watch any of the Shatin races last night? Kaying Rising and Romantic Warrior? Terry and I were up late watching those races, and just those 2 horses were just.
Yeah, I couldn't watch that race because I was supposed to be in that race last night. Boo.
Oh, that was one of the ones you were in?
That was it. That was the race we were going to be racing in. That race.
The one that Romantic Warrior won?
Yes.
Oh. Well, you saved yourself. You saved yourself a trip.
Yeah. Well, would have been cool.
That horse is so good. Oh my God. But the rest of the field wasn't that great. Second choice ran second, and then a mare ran third. Gold Phoenix easily could have finished second or third in that race, I think. Of course, I know my man Racing Downwind was watching. Again, follow him on X. He very good with his Hong Kong selections, does the work, and is generous enough to put out his selections and some suggested wagers. And good info, real good info. Thanks for joining us, Racing Downwind. Okay, thanks, Froggy Mushroom. The winter meet Friday through Sunday. Oh, yeah, Ciaran, I don't know if you saw this. A protester jumped in front.
Oh, no, I saw that. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, unbelievable. They're everywhere now, huh?
I don't know what the protester was doing or whatever, but I saw the footage and
we're not going to see that protester is going to be disappeared. That's for sure. They don't mess around over there.
No. But I mean, thank God that nobody got hurt. Like,
at least they went out when they went out. Because I mean, the race was what, 20 seconds later, coming right down there.
Yeah, they were coming down the stretch. I mean, that one guy risked his life by covering up the protester and protecting him or her. I got to read more of the story, but that footage was crazy. Thanks for that, Larry. So Dan H doesn't have anything on the 13. The 3 is more interesting underneath. Let's see. The 3 is that. Ooh, I didn't come up with the 3.
3.
And then he's got 8, 9 with the logical.
We talked a little bit about the 3 that, I mean, 3 in a row prior to the last one, and this jockey's 20% for the trainer.
Yeah, let's see.
I like the price. I'm firing away, Frank. I'm going to go 3, 8, 13, 12 trifecta box, $2.40. Did I ever tell you the story of one of my biggest superfecta wins, Frank? I was playing craps at the, Ciaran before they opened the new expansion, and I kept coming in second and third at Santa Anita every race, and it was the last race, and I was like, screw this. And I had a couple of bombs I really liked in the race, and it was on the hill, where craziness happened. So I was like, let me look for a name. And I looked down, and one of the horses was Chardonnay Sherry. Mother-in-law is Sherry, and she drinks all the Chardonnay when she comes
Oh,
home.
my God, that's hysterical.
Let me throw it in. It was like 50-1. They wouldn't put the TVG on the TV over the craps table, so I absolutely forgot about it. Stumble home, pulled up the phone, TVG app, and I'm looking on it, and I'm like, wow, these numbers look familiar. And I log in, I'm like, holy smoke, $6,100 for that $2 bet.
Wow.
So I called my dad up, like, you won't believe this crazy story. And he's like, son, did you watch the race? And I go, no. And he's like, watch the race and call me back. And I was like, that's a weird thing to say. So I watched the race, and that horse ended up going off, I think, at like 90-1, led gate to wire, and got beat on the line in a photo finish by a 30.
Oh, my God.
I would have swept the pool.
Are you serious? Yes. Wow.
So, I mean, that's why I paid so much. But, yeah, that's my superfecta story. I like doing them when I've got crazy prices. You never know for $2.
I rarely play supers.
That's the only time I will. If I'm just
messing around
the last race and I've got some prices and I'm like, we're doing the show here. I'm like, yep, why not? I threw Dan's horse in. We threw the AE horse in. We threw my long shot in, and then I threw the 12 in. So
you did. I didn't do any of these bets.
Well, I'm doing it on the account where we have our profits on.
Well, that's a communal account. Oh my God! I did not approve that.
Oh, sorry. Oh, wait, I can't cancel it now. It won't let me cancel.
Oh, all right. Well, you know what? If they win, I'll take credit too.
Okay.
We'll both win. No, that's fine. I mean, that's the spirit of the show, right? We're here to support Oaklawn. They put.
Hey, their pools are up. They were nice, and they did this bet for us. And the more successful Oaklawn is, like Santa Anita was and Del Mar was. Santa Anita rolled it out. Del Mar did it as well. Huge numbers. Oaklawn, being as smart as they are, looked at it and went, you know what? We're going to jump on this.
Same thing.
And, hopefully Churchill did it, but then they did the big pick 3, and then they didn't give us a double, and then they sneakily pulled it away. So they get negative points. They took, the 2 steps forward, 8 steps back with what they did. So hopefully some of the other tracks are starting to see, hey, if you do a low take pick 3, and then we follow up with a low take double, we're going to get double action from people instead of them just doing one bet like we are,
All right, they're almost fully loaded here. Yeah, and they should get Ciaran and Frank on the back phone. We need their help. All right, they're in the gate. 6-12 for me, 8-12 for you, right?
Yep.
All right, good luck, everybody. Ciaran, the 12 got whacked in a 6-5. Good luck, everyone.
On the lead today as an arrow edge, but here comes a wall of horses to challenge. In that group, up on the edges there, outside managing mischief as they head down the backstretch. Kentucky Smoke Show in the line as well. Delicina emerges from the crowd to take a head lead on Kentucky Smoke Show. Managing mischief, who's 3 wide. Sweet Music, 4th out, 4 deep. Spring Dancer off the pace is in 5th now with Cleek. and You'll Be Back is outside of them as they go into the turn. Managing Mischief has to steady off of leaders into the far turn. We come back to Gin's Beach Road. She's with Up on the Edge. They're 3 clear. Liuza sent along from there is gaining a little bit of ground now, and the trailer is Teetotal as they round the far turn. Kentucky Smoke Show on the lead ahead here. Leading the way narrowly from Sweet Music, who's in second. You'll Be Back trying to get going. On the outside as they come off the turn, she's gathering momentum. You'll Be Back. Gin's Beach Road is coming on strongly, and Liuza as well. They come down the stretch. Liuza gaining good ground on You'll Be Back. You'll Be Back in front. Liuza wearing her down from the outside, and Liuza, Luis Saez has gone to the front. Liuza from the back of the field to win the nightcap at 5-1. Good battle for second. You'll Be Back got it over Gin's Beach Road.
Well, you know what that means we have for dinner tonight, Frank, right?
Spam. I am mad at myself. I did not play that. I did not play that well. I was so frustrated.
I mean, we were hoping it was going to be this dinner, but nope. It's spam for dinner tonight.
This is what I had. Let me just show you real quick on my notes. And I was not in the right headspace when I put my double together because I was so annoyed at what happened. Look at this. This is no lie, just cut and pasted. I had this horse as an A. I had 3 A's, and I just used the 6 and the 12. This horse should have been on my tickets. That's my bad, ladies and gentlemen.
And I mean, and I talked it off too, thinking, the trainer stats are great, but sucked off the bench. And I thought maybe a prep race, but
No, I didn't talk it off. I just didn't bet correctly. I didn't bet correctly because I let my emotions get the best of me because I thought we were treated very unfairly after the previous race. So I'm frustrated with that.
It was paying 146 for the double, Frank.
So let me see.
He was the third choice on the betting.
Yeah, no, he was so obvious, and I had him.
And
let me just look at my double, Ciaran. What I should have done, I probably should have had. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I already spent 120. If I had added that horse, it would have put everything else up. I got to think about that. I got to learn from that.
I mean, we also got to make sacrifices on our tickets when they just can't get exponentially. You start getting to a point that if it chalks out, you're losing money even though you're winning. So it's like you got to.
Sure.
So
but I could have played a combo, 2 and the 6. The 6 was my top hit. I could have just done a 6, 6-2 double for even $10. What'd you say it paid? 150?
Yeah, and I mean, why I inevitably went off the 2 and used the 12 instead was the post, inside post.
Well, that's true too. You know what? I think that might have been.
And that's, this is the first time. I mean, the horse was better than the post bias. It's not like you don't win on the inside post. It's just the stats are 70%. You want to be outside.
Bias did a great job. He somehow got that horse wide. Look, the 2, 12, and 6 all came. They were all tracking.
The exacta paid $16.80, Frank, for the 212 for $1. So that's a 5-1 over a 6-5.
What did it pay?
$16.80. $16.80. I don't know if that's.
Let me do the math. Hold on. That's for $1.
Yep. I mean, we're doing this to see if we're going to bet exactas and tries. You know what
13
I mean?
times 280. Let's see. Times 2.
Well, they got a pick 6 carryover 45K again for next week.
Well, yeah, we might want to look at that. So what is it? 13 times 280, 2.8 equals divided by 2. Old school math says it should have paid $18.20.
And it paid $16.80, so it was shaved. Yep.
Let's do you want to do the win parlays for the
let's do
multis?
Yeah, let's see. Because, I mean, I know you've gotten into discussions with some people, and they keep talking about stay away from CAW pools. They're everywhere. You can't, unless you're not going to
avoid them. Can't avoid them.
You just know that you're betting it. So you ready for this, the parlay, Frank?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Let me get the calculator ready again. I'm gonna do my version, and then I'll corroborate it with Chat GPT just to make sure the math is correct. All right, so let's do what do you want to do first?
Pick 3.
Okay, so $3 pick 3 win parlay. Okay. What did the first leg say?
2460. 2460.
Okay, so let's see. 3 times 4. Oh, I can't see. 0.6 divided. Actually, you know what? Let me just do Chat GPT first, and then I'll back it up with my math. I can't see the keyboard. My freaking eyes. I'm so blind and old.
Brain bubbles.
Ciaran.
You ready?
I don't have that youthful Irish blood like you do. All right, calculate a $3 win parlay with horses that paid 2460.
Yep. 860.
Yep.
$13.
All right. So according to ChatGPT, which isn't always correct. Parlay 1,031.36.
Pick 3 paid 1941.
Not too bad, huh?
No, I mean that's these pick 3s are getting up there. I mean, I will say after the last 2 shows we've done, Frank, I'm going to talk it being chalk next Friday, but I'm going to go. Maybe I might spend 150 and 2 or to 200.
Oh, it's definitely worth it. That's why. That's why I was over 100 on my bets. Yeah.
I mean, I usually like to wait, and see how the pays are before I'll fire away. So I think I might spend a little bit more on the pick 3 ticket on Friday.
Of course, it depends on the sequence, Ciaran. But I mean, We've seen that they're paying more than the parlay,
and they're getting Delmar type feels, just like they did last year. So
all right, $5 win parlay, 860 and 13.
Yep.
139.75.
And the double paid 146, slightly more, but still paid more.
It's still paying more. CAWs are not bullying us around. We're still getting value in this pool, also because of the 50% low takeout. But what we're finding is that the real opportunity is in the late pick 3.
Yes, the pick 3 is where the pays have been really healthy. The pick 3 $1,900, pick 4 today $1,900, pick 5 $38.51, and then they had a carryover they had a carryover 4 of 6 on the pick 6, Frank.
I know, that's just
57.
Well, I'm telling you, Ciaran, that 9. I'm gonna be polite about it, but I will let Oaklawn Park know that they might not have even been aware that it was listed as a scratch. I don't know, but
that might have been, the data services doing it as well.
Well, here's the thing: that horse was scratched on optics. The horse was scratched in the racing form.
Oh, they had a scratch in the racing form as well.
So yeah, let me
Really?
Hold on, Ciaran. One of my followers on X, because I posted out not a good look, right? So let me show you this. Let me take a screenshot. Do you have a minute? Because this is kind of important. I won't show the guy's name, but here. Let me take a screenshot and just share it with you real quick. I'm just going to share it in StreamYard. So let me just go share screen. Oh, where it is.
All right, let's see.
Here you go. If you printed, this is one of my followers. If you printed your daily racing form at Oaklawn Racing, PP's at noon, like I did, the winning horse doesn't even show up. It goes from 8 to 10. Do you see that?
Wow, that's pretty bad.
Can you see that?
I can see that. Yeah.
Unbelievable, right?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't think to look at in Racelands to see if they, showed it. Race 8. Yeah. They show it, but I mean, Interesting.
Optics has the horses scratched.
Well, what are you having with your spam tonight, Frank?
Pineapple, maybe?
I'm probably just going to go with eggs.
Spam and eggs? Okay. Yeah,
Spam
that's
and
probably
eggs.
better.
Spam and eggs.
Well, we gave it the old college try. That was good.
Hey,
Leave that up.
The racing's really good. I'm glad they did this bet. We actually have really good racing for this time of the year when we're usually in vacation mode. So, we didn't hit, but we fired away. We had the chance to make some money.
No, I think the handicapping was really good. I did not bet correctly because I was not in the right mindset after that race. But that's on me. That is absolutely on me. That's my fault. I cost myself money.
I think you would. I still think you would not have used the 2, Frank, even with just because of the post position. And we've talked. I mean, it's been dominant outside, and that's. I mean,
of my A's, I like that one third best. So then that's how I bet it. I put more action with the 2 that I like better. But it is a little frustrating, to have that horse as one of your top 3 and not even be alive to it. So that's my fault.
That's been my story for the last month, or they run second, or the jockey doesn't do what he's supposed to, or the jockey opens a rail. You know what I mean? Or just.
Well, how about this? Your 3, your wise guy 3 got scratched at the gate.
Yeah,
today.
I mean,
you didn't even get a run for your money. You didn't even get a chance.
Nope.
Let me just roll through the comments real quick, and then we'll sign off. Yeah, so Dan agrees with us. Like, if you have the horse as a C, like you kind of like the horse, whatever, you got to live with it. Wanted that 6 to get up in second. Oh, man. Yeah, those were the 3. Thank you, Dan. We'll see you on Friday. Good night. Yep, Jeff, thank you, too. Appreciate your joining us and contributions. Stephen D., same to you, my man. We will get them next week. Ciaran and I are both going to crush it next week. Now we got to feel for it.
We commit to this. Literally, the only time we've ever played this was at the NHC.
Yeah.
And, if any of the Oaklawn people are listening, them doing this bet, Oaklawn is now on my tracks that I want to handicap, and it never was before. So that's
we have till May or June, whenever.
That's the whole reason they do it. I think, Frank, there's a break as well. They have a weird break. I can't remember when it is.
Yeah, this is the winter meet, and then I think they have a little break, and then they go to 4 days a week.
Yeah, so they go away sometime for like 25 days or something.
Well, let's hope they don't change the wagering menu.
Oh, and don't forget, Frank, we can't forget that we also have Delta Downs on their super low bets coming up here
before Christmas, right?
I have to look again. It might actually be next week as well. So we might be doing. We might be doing
the 23rd, something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So I mean, wouldn't it be funny if they were both on the same day?
I'm not doing another 6-hour show.
No, at the same time. They'd be going off at the same time.
Scurvy 2, thank you. Fancy drinks and lucky toasts. I like this time the most. Chinatown by Luna. Thank you, Froggy Mushroom. Another fun one. Oh, you got. Good for you. Congrats for hitting that. LD. Why I use my iPad for no more programs unless traveling without iPad. Yeah, but still, that scratch should not have happened. But yeah, I'm with you. I use my tablet. David, thank you. One more comment, Ciaran. Correct. Late Jack. Yes. So
okay.
Yeah. This is our man, boots on the ground, man or woman. I don't know, Froggy Mushroom. Boots on the ground in Little Rock. So there you go.
So yeah,
we're going home in trouble, man.
Once we get our feet wet. I mean, I like the betting. I like the low take. We're not getting a diet of chalk like we did at Del Mar. Towards the end of the meet, there's actually some formful prices. Not crazy ones like a Turfway where you've got a horse that hasn't raced in 8 years winning by 20 lengths.
I agree. I mean, those Turfway Park bombs are impossible. And I said that all along. I'm like, impossible to come up. These at least you can understand. So even though we lost, I feel like we handicapped well. We were alive for some nice scores. And we're just getting our feet wet. Next week we're going to crush.
And you get to see us do it live. That's the whole point. See how people maneuver in live.
Thanks, everyone, for watching. Thank you, DTL Crew. We had some really good numbers today. We got some really great numbers on our last show. These numbers will do the same. Let's keep it going. Let me just make sure. Dan H, real quick.
Yeah.
Crashing Turfway is disallowed. Well,
Hey, I spent some money at Turfway. I almost thought of doing what's his name, an all bomb, and I did the math when I was going to do that a week ago, Frank, and I think the ticket was going to end up being $4,800, and I think it paid like $60.
Ciaran is trashing Turfway because he can't win there. It's like a carpenter, a bad carpenter blaming his tools.
No,
all right, we're out of here. Take us away, Ciaran.
Well, if you don't hit the double,
go home in trouble. Guess what?
We're heading home in trouble.
All right, spam for dinner. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you Friday.